everybody, and welcome to the Journey Today show. My name is Britton.
And I'm David.
David, what are you doing?
Hiding my money in the ceiling.
What? Why?
So I don't go hungry.
Oh, David, not this again. You don't need to worry about that. Don't you remember what happened when we first met?
Hi, my name's Britton. I'm 8 years old.
Hi, I'm Davy. I'm 8.5 years old. Do you want to be best friends forever?
Okay. Why do you have a beard?
My mom says it's because of my genes. So I changed my pants. But it keeps growing anyways. So I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's mine! It's mine! Your lunch money is all mine!
Hey! That little raccoon took my lunch money.
And I ain't never giving it back!
Oh, yeah, mister? That's my best friend you're messing with. Give it back, or else.
Or else what?
Or else I'll make this sound.
All right! You're breaking my eardrums! Here's your money back, kid! I'm out of here!
Thanks, Britton. I'll never forget this.
You're welcome, Davy. Just promise me that if you ever start a comedy Bible show for kids, you'll make me a co-host.
Yeah, right. Like that'll ever happen.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that.
You did? Then why did you ask me to be a co-host?
I didn't. I asked you to get me some French toast, but I guess you misheard me. And then you showed up and I didn't have the heart to tell you. And when Casey got here, she was like, "Who's that in my seat?" And I was like, I. Then she left the show because she had nowhere to sit. Oh, but it turned out you were really good. So here you are, and I still don't have any French toast. Britton, are you listening? I said you're really good.
Yeah, David, thanks. It's just a lot to process.
Yeah, it is. But I can't believe we've been friends for that long. I totally forgot about that whole lunch money thing.
I figured you did. If you had remembered how I helped you back then, you wouldn't be hiding your money in the ceiling now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And now that I think of it, in a weird way, that's kind of what today's book of the Bible is all about.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Today, we're looking at the book of Deuteronomy. It's the 5th book of the Bible, and it's all about remembering.
Hey, speaking of remembering, do you remember everything the book of Deuteronomy has to say?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, neither do I. So let's do this. To help us remember, let's do a fast-forward review of the book of Deuteronomy. Then, when it's over, press pause on the video and read the verses on the screen. When you're finished, press play, and we'll see you back here.
Welcome to the fast-forward review of the book of Deuteronomy. After wandering in the desert for many years, the Israelites were almost ready to cross into the Promised Land, the new home that God had promised them. There was just one problem. Because Moses had disobeyed God in the desert, God didn't allow him to enter the Promised Land with the Israelites. So Moses knew it was going to be his last chance to give the Israelites instructions. Moses told the Israelites to remember the special rules that God wanted them to live by. Most of these rules came from the 10 Commandments. Moses also wanted the Israelites to remember the special covenant, or agreement, they had made with God while wandering in the desert. God promised the Israelites that he would love them, take care of them, and give them a new land. In return, the Israelites promised to worship only God and live by his commandments. Moses wanted the Israelites to remember all of the ways that God had cared for them in the past. He said that God was like an eagle who guarded his baby eaglets. God hovered over them to protect them. He caught them and lifted them up when they fell. He helped them soar to the highest places in the land, and he fed them the finest foods. God knew that if his people remembered how he had cared for them in the past, they would trust him to take care for them in the future. Finally, after Moses finished talking to the Israelites, he went off by himself into the desert where he died. With Joshua as their new leader, the Israelites were now ready to enter the Promised Land. And that is God's story in the book of Deuteronomy.
God sure wanted the Israelites to remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah. In fact, there are 23 different times in the book of Deuteronomy that God tells his people to remember something.
You know, when I was young and my parents had a lot of things they wanted me to remember, they would write it down for me on a list.
Yeah, mine too.
Right. That's basically what God did in the book of Deuteronomy.
You got it. God knew that Moses wasn't going to be with the Israelites when they crossed into the Promised Land. So he had Moses write everything down that the Israelites needed to remember in their new land.
Yeah. God wanted his people to remember the rules he gave them. He wanted them to remember the big agreement he had made with them. But more than anything, God wanted the Israelites to remember the amazing things he had done for them.
You know what? That's what our Bible verse for today shows us. Listen to this. It says, "Remember the days of long ago. Think about what the Lord did through those many years." Deuteronomy 32:7.
Okay, I love that verse, but here's my problem. And I know this will be a shock to you. But sometimes I have a hard time remembering.
David, no, you don't say.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. So here's what I think we should do. Let's have a little bit of a memory challenge.
Sweet, how's it gonna work?
All right, in just a minute, I'm gonna show you a picture with a whole lot of stuff on it. You've got just 30 seconds to study the picture and try to remember as much as you can. Now, when time is up, the picture will go away. Then I've got some questions for you to answer to see how much you remember.
Okay, that sounds like fun. Can the kids play too?
Oh, of course. And so can the grown-ups.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm ready.
Okay, watch carefully. You've got 30 seconds starting now. All right, time is up.
Goodness, that seemed way too short.
Yeah, 30 seconds goes by fast, but let's see how much you remember. For everybody at church and home, if you think you know the answer, shout it out. Here we go. Question number 1. What kind of food is the kangaroo eating?
Ooh, I think I know this one.
Okay,
Popcorn?
the kangaroo is actually eating popcorn! You got it right! Nice job!
Get it right?
Yes, okay. Question number 2. What color is the round door?
The round door. Was it blue?
The round door is purple.
Purple.
So sorry, it was not blue. The round door was purple. But good guess, though.
okay.
Good guess. Okay, one right, one wrong. Here's the next question. What is the lion sitting on? What is the lion sitting on?
A stump?
Ooh, you say a stump. The correct answer is a log. So, kind of right, kind of wrong. I mean, a stump is a little bit different from a log.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna give you a half point, though.
Okay.
I'll give you a half point. There you go.
Did you get it?
Okay, question number 4. What kind of animal is drinking from a cup?
I believe it was a giraffe.
You say a giraffe.
Yes, I do.
Okay. The correct answer is a giraffe. You got it right. Way to go. Okay. Question number 5. What shape does the elephant have on her shirt? What shape does the elephant have on her shirt?
I'm going to say a star.
Very good guess. You say a star. The correct answer is a heart.
No!
Yes, it was a heart.
I'm sure you got it right, though.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, one last question. Question number 6. What color is the snake? What color is the snake?
I don't remember seeing a snake.
Interesting. She doesn't remember seeing a snake.
Was it red?
Okay, you don't remember seeing a snake, but you're wondering if it was red. But you don't remember seeing a snake. Okay, your final answer is?
Red.
You say it's red. The correct answer is? It's a trick question. There was no snake.
Oh, David!
You were right the first time.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh,
Tried to trick me.
I did, and I succeeded too.
Yeah, you did.
You know what? You actually did a really good job. I can't even speaking of remembering, I can't even remember how many you got right and how many you got wrong. But I know that you did a really good job. That was super tricky. But you know what? It's so good to know that I'm not the only one who struggles with remembering.
No, I guess you're not.
No.
I forget things. The kids forget things. The Israelites in the Bible, they definitely forgot things.
Yeah. And that's why God wanted Moses to write all those things down in the book of Deuteronomy. He wanted the Israelites to remember the things he had done for them so they could have courage in their new land.
You're right. Sometimes it can be scary when you're going to a new place like the Promised Land. But if you remember all the things that God has done for you in the past, it's easier to trust He'll take care of you in the future.
Hey, you know what? I think we should do that right now.
Do what?
Remember. Here's how. Let me ask you a question. How has God provided for you, helped you, or protected you in the past? Press pause.
And discuss.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'll bet you guys had some awesome conversations. And here's why. God doesn't just want the Israelites to remember. He wants us to remember too.
That's right, David. God takes care of us just like He took care of the Israelites. So we too should remember the many things He's done.
Yeah, we might not be moving to the Promised Land, but there are plenty of times when we might feel nervous about something, and we need to remember all of the ways that God has cared for us in the past so that we can trust Him with our future.
For sure. And if there's one thing you should always remember, remember this. God loves you so much, He sent His Son Jesus to die on the cross for you so that you could be with Him forever in heaven.
So good.
And so true.
Hey, everybody. As always, we had a blast hanging out with you.
We did. Join us again next week so we can do it again.
Yeah. In the meantime, remember this. We love you, your church loves you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, Davy. I never got a chance to say sorry for taking your lunch money when we was kids. So to make up for it, I left you a 6-pack of cupcakes outside in my dumpster.
A whole 6-pack? Thanks, Ricky.
It's mine! It's mine! The JTS studio is all mine! All right, you're breaking my eardrums. Jeez, you can have the studio.